Hey, if you own a restaurant, you got a point of sale, right? You got a POS. Odds are it's not your best friend. It could be. Right now you're thinking, well, it just does my orders and it kind of does a few things. We do gift cards and that's all well and good. I'm going to tell you right now, I've been there. It's confusing. There's a lot of data, and what to use that data for and how to use it is not obvious. The fact is, your point of sale is either going to be your biggest money maker or it's going to drain you. It's going to drain you just because you don't use it properly. Again, I get it. It's frustrating. You got plenty of other things to worry about than this thing you're paying for that should do the work for you. That's not. Most owners completely misuse this device, but no more, because I'm going to show you exactly what to do today to up-level it and get it working for you on your terms. I'm Mike Bausch. I own Andolini's Worldwide. This is one of those restaurants, along with the Unsliced Restaurant System, where I help other owners scale, get more profitable, and avoid the dumbassery that we've all been in at some point. I've seen what a properly optimized point of sale can do, and I've seen what it can cause as a problem when done improperly. Hey, and before we dive in, if you have any questions or you want to see how we do this in depth, there's a link below in the description and we'll hook you up with a restaurant review call. Step one, your point of sale must, not suggestion, must be connected to your labor scheduler. Do you have a labor scheduler? You should. What is it? It's more than just, hey, Tom comes in from 9 to 3 on Tuesdays. So much more to that. Now, when used properly, the labor scheduler is going to say, hey, and that schedule is going to project for this amount. And it's going to say the full aggregate of that projection, which you could then match to what you believe you're going to make in sales. That's all well and good. But if it's not connected to the point of sale, you are missing out on revenue. Why? When your point of sale knows who came in when, as opposed to just the theory, it can tell you a very important thing, which is the variance report. So what does that mean? If Tom is scheduled 9 to 3 and you project that you're going to make $3,000 that day, but you end up only doing $2,800, but Tom came in at 8:30. Maybe he worked, maybe he got a bite to eat. You don't really know unless you see this variance report that says in bright red, hey, Tom came in early. And then what if Tom, instead of leaving at 3, stayed till 4? You might have a totally legitimate reason to keep him, or your manager might. But what if there wasn't? What if it was just, he just kind of was there and just lollygagged around for an extra hour? You're not gonna notice that because you got too much other things moving. So by the end of the week, when you do your labor reports, maybe it's 2 weeks, maybe you do it twice a month, to know that on this random ass Tuesday, Tom sucked up an extra 90 minutes is not gonna be obvious to you. But if you don't notice that and then question it every single day to have that awareness, that 90 minutes over a week becomes, at least with multiple employees, let's just say 3 hours a day. At an average of 18 times 3, we're talking about, $60 a day, $480 a week times 4 weeks. Now we're at a $2,000 difference because of that. Go over the course of a year, and that's just assuming maybe 1 or 2 people. If you have multiple stores, put this at scale. That is going to drain, just absolutely drain your profit. And when you say, I don't know why we're at such a high labor cost, there's your answer. And the way you fix it, again, is with a variance report. If your point of sale is not connected to your scheduler and you're not getting this variance report, you are draining cash. There's no other way to say it. If you are still doing your schedule on Excel and then guessing why you're over on labor, that guess is killing you. And this costs near nothing compared to the return that it brings. Number 2 that your point of sale can help you prevent is right here, and that is theft. How do you prevent theft? Well, your point of sale has many ways that you can help prevent theft. The number 1 is the no sale report. A no sale for most point of sales is going to tell you when the drawer opened. Now, the drawer opening in this day and age should be rare. It should not be a normal thing. Only a manager should have access to it, because when it opens, you're going to see cash and someone could then be doing, oh, well, here's the change and da, da, da. So you have to check that report, but many others. Along with it, the discount report, the void report, daily. If you're not on site, shouldn't matter. You can still check this from any cloud base. And if you can't do cloud base currently on your point of sale, fix that or find a way to dial in or get that information daily. Again, the no sale report, the discount report, the void report are gonna tell you, hey, why do they go to the drawer that often? Or that seems like a lot of discounts, or why is that being voided? You gotta know. If you don't know, this is rife with opportunity to steal. Another way you're gonna know what's happening with your point of sale is to have a camera directly above the point of sale. Now that camera needs something very specific. The thing it has to have is a digital sale overlay. A digital sale overlay means when someone has the drawer on the screen of your camera system, it's gonna say exactly what's occurring. The receipt, the order number. Why is this server in the point of sale right now? That's important. Even your managers. Now, if your managers are the only ones who have access to the point of sale, you're doing it right. But if they have a manager number that everyone has access to, you're screwed. You have to undo that, because now when you look at the report, you're gonna be like, why did Gina go into the drawer 20 times? Well, it wasn't Gina. It was Gina and 6 other people because they all have her number. You cannot allow in any way, shape, or form anyone else to share numbers. It should be a fireable offense. And if they're doing that today, you have to say, hey, everyone's getting new numbers. Don't share it again. If you do, I gotta let you go, because it's rife with theft opportunities and we just can't have it. The next one is gonna be the difference between making a bunch of money or just scraping by. It's a super important one. Before I get to that though, there's a link in the description if you want us to deep dive on your brand and see exactly what you're doing today to up-level it. It's free, check it out. All right, here you go. Number 3, it's a big one, your KPIs. And of course, KPIs, key performance indicator, but this one's special. It is your average ticket value. Sometimes it's referred to other things or incremental revenue per transaction, whatever you call it, it is your average ticket. Now, if you know your average ticket, you're a step above, but that's not enough. You need to know your average ticket value for every individual server or counter worker or anyone that's front facing. If your average ticket, for example, is $30 and you have the best, nicest server, just a gem of a person, but they're performing at $29. That person, even though they do side work awesome, is costing you money. If they knew they were underperforming, odds are they take it up a notch. Now here's what you also might have. You might have super annoying server who's a complete pain in the ass, but they're at $33. So 29 versus 33 on an average ticket. You talk about that over time, that could be the difference of hundreds to thousands of dollars. It's the awareness, because that which is measured gets done. That $3 is meaning that this person is asking. They're saying, hey, dessert or extra beer, something to the effect of what you want sold. This person's doing it. And if you don't know on an individual level who is performing, not just, hey, I heard you say it, but you know factually this person's delivering results, then how are you in a position to monetize that action? You have to know. And that's why this report is so important. If you're not utilizing it on a daily and weekly level, you're first of all doing this server a disservice and yourself. Number 4, again, people get this wrong. You need to utilize the data. Obviously, what is your point of sale saying your labor is? What is your point of sale saying your sales are? Great, we're amazing, huzzah! Here's where you screw it up. You have to connect that data to real cash. You're gonna get the data, you should then put it into a spreadsheet. You should not rely solely on what the point of sale is telling you, and then marry that data up to what is the thing you're actually going to pay for. Not what it says you theoretically are paying for, what you actually are paying for. Because if it says you made $30,000 and then you do the credit card transactions taken off, all of the other things that get skimmed, and you know what they are, again, the transaction fees, what have you, to marry that up with what hit the bank, now you know that it's right. If you're like, well, of course it's right, it's not always right. And you might think, oh, we're killing it, and you're not. Same thing for labor. The point of sale is going to lie to you. The point of sale is gonna lie. Like Michael Scott, you mean you cheated on me when I specifically asked you not to? It lies. It's a devious temptress. It's gonna say, hey baby, you're rocking that 14% labor. You're not, because it's not factoring in your managers. It's not factoring in what you're paying yourself. It's not factoring in insurance, taxes, all that. You need to know what your gauge is comparable on average to real ass cash. So it can help you have an understanding, but do not rely on this data alone. You need real cash data so you know what is a lie and what is truth. So in this scenario, don't rely solely on your point of sale. Number 5 of what your point of sale can do to make you more money is this, KDS, Kitchen Display System. If it's just there, cool. Here's how you use it, because if you use it correctly, you will gain more revenue. If you don't use it correctly, it's gonna be wasted money in another module that just exists. Tickets have existed for a very long time. Paper, that is. Paper tickets have been fine. And a lot of people love the feeling of pulling it down and stabbing it in that completion. I get it. A lot of people like writing on it. I get it. But one point of sale, one KDS in a kitchen alone can be a game changer. And here's why. If at the expo station alone, you have a KDS where you tap the thing to say this order is done. Now, if you use it, you know shift by shift how actual the data is of the ticket time. Right now you're guessing, hey, what was the worst ticket time? Oh, we got to 40 minutes, we got to 30 minutes. This will tell you, hey, throughout the day, you were running 12, you went up to 17, and then a few orders that were anomalies went up to that time, and you'll know this shift by shift. This tells you who is efficient, who is not, what the difference is between not only the team, but the customer experience. Because you know and I know customers value dirty, hot, fast speed. Speed of service is gonna not only get you another table turn potentially if you're that busy, it's also gonna tell this person, these guys got their crap together. I could go there and not be stuck. Most independent restaurants at some point have people stuck. You don't want that because the likelihood of them coming back drastically drops when you have a long ticket time. So to fight this, you need situational awareness. A KDS provides you that in ticket time. What else can it provide you? Well, when the person taps it and says this order is ready with many new point of sales, not just to you, but to the customer is gonna get a text, some notification that says, hey, order's ready, come inside. That way they're not taking up all your space. Or if they are sitting down, they can get up without, hey, is Terry here? You'll not have to do that when the point of sale does it for you. Especially if you have people that are driving to pick up orders, this is gonna do a lot of the work for you if it's baked in native to your point of sale setup using properly Kitchen Display System. And then last, no lost tickets. You know it, I know it. Paper tickets get lost. They fall off, they get moved, they get discombobulated. KDS don't lose those tickets, baby. You know that one ticket out of 100 is too many. It's too many. You're not gonna lose that with at least one KDS, multiple KDS, and it's an impossibility because the expo can then tell prep, hey, you're missing a ticket when you have one KDS. If they both have it, it's just gonna blare out to them because a KDS can do color coding to say, hey, what's going on with this? Light, flashing lights. That helps you. A paper ticket could never do that. That's all to say that a point of sale is an investment. And with any investment, a good entrepreneur is seeking an ROI, a return on that investment. Your return is not simply that you have reports, it's that you have actionable reports. Your return is not that you are able to process orders, it's that you're able to do it more efficiently. When you utilize it this way, and truly these most important ways, you're gonna save on revenue and increase sales. Only when you have the owner ability to be self-reflective and say, let's do this. Now, I get it. It's not super easy. If you need help with this, if you just want to have a guide, then again, book your restaurant review call. Let's deep dive on what you got going about more POS tricks that could save your restaurant. Because getting your restaurant right is not about you just working harder. You are a hard worker. You opened a restaurant. It's about getting smarter, stopping, because slow is fast and fast is slow. I'll see you on the next one.